a couple of years ago, I went to a Christian conference, and Carrie, I believe, and her family they were pretty new to our church, but so I kind of knew her from a distance, just to say hello, whatever, more of an acquaintance level. But I found myself at this conference being, God was doing a lot of things with me, and anyway, I was kind of by myself, and Carrie walked in, and I said to myself, oh my goodness, I think I need to get this person, tell her what's going on, because I just, was going through a lot of things, and somehow I found myself, I don't know, like in her arms, hugging her, and she said, I feel like I'm your mother right now, and she was like hearing from God, and at the same time, before she said that, I felt like she was my mother, and then all this stuff came out, and I'm just like bawling and sobbing, and I'm like thinking to myself, oh my goodness, this person doesn't even know me, and here I am, and I said, I really need to let go of her, because I have no idea what she's thinking right now. And so I go to pull away from her, and I was so mortified. To my mortification, I realized that snot was like, as I'm pulling away, she has this halter top on, and so it was like bare skin. It wasn't even like protected by clothing or anything, and it's like straining there, and I'm like, I said, I'm so sorry you're getting snot all over you. And she said, you would not believe the response, and the response is why I'm giving this testimony. She looks at me and she says, oh, that's okay, I have kids. Are you kidding me? And then that's when I realized that this woman, this person, she will take any stray thing or any broken thing and love it. And I was just blown away by the love. I was blown away by the acceptance. And I said, and just the way she heard from God and how she helped, because I was praying before I went to this conference that I would get a release, or I would get freedom. And God just used her so amazingly. And then, several times off the cuff at church, she caught me and did a little something with me that I just took and ran with. And then I said, my goodness, I think maybe I do need to come in and see her and experience, what Revelation Perfect Love has to offer. And the one thing I need to really say about is that I'm sure most of us have had personality tests before. If you've ever worked for a company or something like that, well, one thing that they do is a personality test. And she suggested temperament. Oh, I'm sorry, temperament test. And I'm sorry, I got that. So I took this temperament test, and it wasn't. It was the way she explained it. And when she, I was in her office, and she said, "Okay, I think I have this pulled down." And she says, "Let's go over this." And she says, "So I guess when you're in this situation, you do this, and then you do that." And I'm like, "Yes." And then she says, and sometimes, you do this and then you do that. And I'm like, I said, oh my gosh, you're reading me like a book. I can never understand. And then I'm like, why do I do that? She's like, well, God made you that way. And so I came out of the office understanding how God made me. So I'm relaying this to you because maybe you don't feel like you have problems and things to get through, but this alone is so beneficial, because you can actually understand how God has wired you, and you can stop questioning yourself. It removed all any self-doubt that I had, and so I could really accept myself more, if that makes sense, and also love myself, or see myself as God sees me and loves me. So I just want to put that out there, and I really appreciate your ministry.